Well, hello everyone, and Invictus launch week may be over, but we have a very sore developer who is basically gate crashing with Drake Interplanetary Defencecon. And I think the motto for it or something is like, when the military's like gone, who's gonna protect you, or something like that. And it's, yeah, a massive dig at the military for not inviting them, and now they're having their own con. It's not in the convention centre, because that's the Invictus' stuff was, and it was obviously booked by Invictus. So they booked this space in the right next door in the spaceport, basically. Well, almost next door. So let's go into Drake Defencecon. Instantly, I really like the different look to all this. I also want to note as well, if I come into here, now is an amazing time if you have the Wonga in the game, or you're planning to spend the Wonga on the game. What am I looking for again? This here. I've upgraded, I traded in my 3258 at the moment and upgraded. I had nearly enough money fully in the game. I just had to put an extra, I think it was 15 or something into the game. And I upgraded to, whoa, you get an Adventure Titan by default. Why have I got an Adventure Titan? I don't know why I've got an Adventure Titan. But, you notice I've got a Buccaneer and a Prospector. It's because I upgraded to the Vulture. The Vulture's on sale at the moment. And then you get the Prospector and the Buccaneer. That is like, yeah, each of them is expensive ships in their own right. And I get them both now as part of my Vulture, because the Vulture's not currently flyable. So it's like, yes, it is a great pack. And I'm going to be in that Prospector quite a bit. So in the Let's Plays coming up, expect some mining gameplay and us to try out the Buccaneer. Also, Raven couldn't be here with us tonight. She was planning to, but yeah. But we have, what we have done is we have scheduled, yes, I had to schedule time with my wife, that we are going to Defencecon. That we're going to sit down, I'm going to take her to Defencecon tomorrow night, and then we're going to go play the game a bit. So there might be a Let's Play with me and Raven in together. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. I might be teaching her how to fly a ship. If so, there probably won't be one soon. But I might just, depends what she wants to do. I'm not going to rent anything tonight, because if she just wants to be like a little gunner in my ship, that'll probably be a part. She can be the gunner and I'll be the pilot. And after the fleet launches, who's left to protect you? There we go, that's the motto. Which is kind of counterproductive, because Drake are the ones that are kind of going to be like a middle finger to people, because they're selling to pirates. But yeah, it's a jab at the military. This whole thing is a jab at the military. And this is just in, yeah, it's just literally a giant hangar they've purchased. Right, well, we've got the Cutty Black. Beautiful ship, the Cutty Black. I've flown one a lot. I've got at least a couple of parts where I've been flying it. I think I've rented it quite a bit too. It is a great ship. I remember flying her lots, yeah. Great. If you're willing to spend a wee bit extra on your ship with real money, this is an ideal ship to be like your starter ship. Because it's jack of all trades, master of none. But it is one step up the ladder kind of for me. For me, the Avenger Titan is the pinnacle of basic starter ships, just basic, get you in the game. Whereas the two actual starter ships, the Aurora and the Mustang, they're like your basic, your starter ships, whereas the Avenger's like your pinnacle starter ship for me. Then the Cutlass is like the first step up the ladder, perfect first step up the ladder. But this is where it's personal preference. To some people, the Avenger Titan is the first step up the ladder from a starter ship. But yeah, the reason this is the first step up from a starter ship to me is just because it can do a lot. It can be a freight ship, well, a small freight ship. It can be It's got good maneuverability for its size. It's got the turret up there for a friend to go in and fire out of, so you can do multi-crew, a type of basic multi-crew. It has the co-pilot spot there for basic multi-crew as well. It's got a couple of beds. It's, yeah, got the SCU I've already mentioned for a vehicle or like cargo missions or just trading. Then it's got a lot of firepower. It can do basic bounties. Yeah, it's a jack of all trades, master of none, and a great... That's why it's, to me, it's the first step up. It should be this or the Freelancer, depending if you're wanting offensive or defensive gameplay. Yeah, they would be the way to go, my first step up. I love the Cutty Black. And I'm going to stop rambling about it now. I've got a whole video talking about, like, starships and that sort of thing, so yeah. Right, now the Caterpillar. Oh, that is... This is one of the most loved ships as well. I'm not going to go through the interior because we just recently... I think it was 3.8? The launch of 3.8 we played about in the Caterpillar for a part or two in the PTU because I loved it. It was a great trade ship. Yeah, it was beautiful. Drake, for a no-frills dealer, they do make some half-good ships that are no-frills. If you know what I'm trying to say, it's like there's no escape pods, like the interior's not well decorated, it's literally just frying. It's literally just flying coffins almost, but they don't half make flying coffins well. And I don't mean flying coffin in a bad way. Flying coffin's probably not the right way to describe it. More flying lunchbox? You've seen when I took a quick look inside the Cutty Black over there, you've seen there was like the wire was just loose, this, that, and the next thing. Oh, the Cutty Blue, we're going to take a look at you actually, because we've not actually seen the interior of you. But, and we have seen the interior of the Cutty Red. Let's take it. Boop. See, it's got its little umbilical cord type bits there. So yeah, this is the, for those of you that don't know, I suppose we'll take a quick look inside of it because it is small. This is the retrofit for the Cutty Black that turns it into basically an ambulance. So instead of most of the storage space, you've got these two ambulance beds here. And I think it's got a toilet instead of a turret down here. Yeah, it's got a toilet, then it's got a sensor up there where the turret is, and then a toilet actually there. It's still got the two beds, still got a gun rack on an ambulance, still got the co-pilot seat. It's a basic little ambulance. And instead of the sort of cargo doors, it's got those umbilical cord doors for getting on and off other ships. So yeah. And again, the Cutty Blue, this is the police variant or the militia variant. It's, I think, uh-oh. Right, oh, game. Ooh. Game. Let me just check. Oh, I didn't have that closed. Okay. There we go. Frames should be slightly better now too. I forgot to close something. Hopefully that as well as it. Oh, is that a different front? Yeah, look at that. It's got a nice angled front. I never noticed that before. That's kind of cool. I like it. It's an alternate front. Then the umbilical cord bits look slightly different too. The Cutty Blue. Right, we can see it's got the same sort of smaller cargo space back here that the Cutty Red has. Then inside here you can see it's got these are like prisoner pods. How many can it control? Look at that. This ship very much. Holy crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cells. 12 cells for holding people. Yeah, and it's got these side umbilical cords, but they look like they're more designed for boarding, like offensively than... Let's just check the front. I know it's still got a turret, but does it have a toilet down below? No, it doesn't. So it's got the turret, the couple of beds, the gun rack. Yeah, this is the perfect ship for a couple of aspiring bounty hunters. This may, if you want to play as a team, This may be your first port of call. Hello, dude. But yeah, this or the Hawk would be... I'd probably go for this before the Hawk, just because I love the cutty. And the increased number of cells will be amazing. And having actual some storage is probably the reason why I'd go for this first. I'd go for this rather than the Hawk, but that is great. I can just imagine how great it would be to have, say, 2 of these and 4 Hawks. And then maybe tag on a cutty red, just so you've got the... in case you accidentally injure your bounty when you're capturing them, you've got a cutty red to heal them, and then you throw them in a cell. Maybe have the cutties go around as like a pack, being like a mobile base for you, and then the Hawks going off and lone wolfing it and then bringing people back. Oh, that just sounds amazing to me. The Bounty Hunter Posse. I think I talked about that before. Even used Bounty Hunter Posse to describe it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did talk about that in one of my videos. What's over there? Display hall. Right, so, we got the Herald. This is your information transportation ship. Your basic entry level one. Big. It's basically just massive engine, PC storage units, and a couple of guns. There is nothing else to it at all. Been inside one once before, but I can't remember how. There we go. Is this the door? Not the door there. Enter ship. That looks a lot like a Misk's way of getting inside ships. Oh yeah, you got your PC there, you got one bed there, toilet. So yeah. Like if I turn the light off here, you can see what I mean, like how components are just hanging out, wires. It reminds me of like astronauts, like a more confined space, because like astronauts in space, they normally have like I don't know, a bit more space. It's not this confined. But you can definitely see what I mean when I say that. And there's the seat there, yeah. Exit. Whoa, that is slightly misaligned. Right, the Buccaneer. This is the other ship I've got. I technically don't own, but own at the moment. I've got as a loaner, because my Vulture is not here. But yeah, oh, look at the size of that gun on the back. Juicy, juicy. And then it's got the dual guns here. I'm probably going to gimbal all mine. I can get size 1 gimbals. So for that, then I think that's a size 2. I'm going to have to gimbal it down to size 1. You know what? I don't have to guess. We can take a look here. And approximate. Let's take a look at my Buccaneer. We'll go to weaponry. So it's got the missile rack by default. Missile rack. It's got a slot 2, a Panther repeater, which is a size 3. I'll be gimbaling that down to the size 2 gimbaled. Then this is a... Oh, it does have a... Wait, what? Yellow jacket. Yeah, it's a size 1. I'll be doing that to a gimbal. Wait, no, weapon slot 2 is a... Sorry, size... Weapon slot 2 is a size 3. Weapon slot... Size 3, size... Are they both size 3? Oh, that's a missile slot, yeah. Weapon 3. Weapon 1. 3. 1. 4. Holy moly, that's going to be gimbaled to size 3. They're going to be gimbaled to size 2s, and they're going to be gimbaled to size 1s. So that's going to be 1 3, 2 2s, and 2 1s. Oh, that is a lot of firepower. Or if you don't gimbal them, 1 4, 2 3s, and the 1s stay the same. Oh, I'm looking forward to getting all that DACA. I thought they looked a bit big for size 2s. Oh! Glorious. Glorious. Right. What's in the display hall back here? We didn't take... I feel guilty. We didn't take a good enough look at the Caterpillar. But it is a juicy, giant, gorgeous ship. But yeah, I did just show it recently. If you want to see more of the caterpillar, find that part. I'm sorry, I think it's PTU 3. I'm pretty sure it's 3.8 PTU. Let's play. It is a glorious ship. I loved it. It was beautiful. Oh, this is where all the merch is. Yep. I'm surprised they don't have a... Oh, wait, they do have a section, not ready yet section. Oh, look, that's very nice. Drake, you did some things better than the actual launch week, having these little tables where you could sit and have food and stuff. So you got the Dragonfly bike here. I've ridden one of those. They are very nice to ride. They are... Oh, that's just... Yeah. They are a pleasure to ride them. What's over here? Is it the same on each side? Ah, here's the ship I was talking about. The Vulture. It's a salvage ship. Vulture. There is no denying it. Winning can be messy business when your fleet of Drake ships is done laying waste to the latest bunch of outlaws who are foolhardy enough to tangle with you and your people. There is going to be no shortages of wreckage to wade through. That's where this Vulture comes in. No need to leave behind valuable... No need to leave behind a veritable junkyard around your station or homestead for criminals to use as cover next time they attack. The Vulture can help you clean it all up, and then some. Forget the cleaning... Wait, what? Forget just cleaning along the way. Salvage parts. What better way to defend yourself than to have broken ships of your enemies pay for your next round of ammunition? Sounds like a fitting end to us. Very Drake way of looking at it. I must say, I do quite like the Vulture. I do really like it. The Vulture may be my first, like... What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I'm trying to think of a word, but yeah. Not designated role ship, but like a mining ship is like the similar sort of line, like a profession ship. There we go. That's how I'll word it. You know, that's not exactly what I mean. Oh, look at this mummy daddy. Oh, ain't she a beaut? I can't wait for these things to be going round the verse. The one, the only, the Krakens. Basically, the Cutty Black, if it overdosed on steroids, and I mean overdosed, it is a capital size ship. There's a carrier, and yeah. Cutty Black on overdosing on steroids, and you get the Kraken. The Kraken has been released, and it means, and blah blah blah, and that means one thing: there's no putting it back. This attack carrier has changed the way militias operate forever, and when it comes to personal defense, there is only one thing you never want to be falling. Wait, there's one. And when it comes to personal defense, there's one thing you never want to be. Falling behind. Okay. My brain stopped derping. Yeah, you don't want to be falling behind. Basically, don't want to fall behind in personal defense. A protector and a beacon of freedom. It is in an often cruel universe. Drake Interplanetary has made this capital class ship available to all those who I can't read today. To all those tasked with safekeeping those unable to protect themselves. The Kraken is both a sanctuary and a self-contained war machine ready to take on the most daunting adversaries. Is there more? No. I love how Drake is trying to put himself as like a protector of the people. Drake, your main people that buy from you are pirates. Pirates and vigilantes are your main customers. But yeah, I really liked just Drake Expo. I really love how they done it in like a hangar nearby instead of actually at the Invictus week. I really love the Drake sort of character that this is pulling through, and it's easy to see why Drake is so many people's favourite. Yeah, and I love how it just looks different as well. Kind of cool to see that closing. Right, anyway. I hope you've all enjoyed this. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.